Okay, YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to burn an audio CD with Windows Media Player. This is a follow-up video because if you guys don't know, if you haven't watched one of my other videos on YouTube that have been uploaded once a couple of years, basically I think you pretty much know how to do it. So anyways, I'm gonna do like a 2025 follow-up video to show you how you can basically burn an audio CD with your media player. So first you have to do is you go to Start. So you go here, go to Start, then scroll down to where it says Windows Media Player. It should be under Windows Accessories right here. You click that, and you scroll down to Windows Media Player. You click on that, and it should open up your media player. Then come over here and click the Burn tab, and then it should show up the drives, and it shows you your disk drive status. Right now, I have a disk in here, so if your disk is not blank when you hit the start burn now button, the disk will automatically eject from your machine, and then it's going to ask you to insert your empty disk, which I'm going to show you that later in this video. So now it's going to ask you to drag items to create a burn list. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let's do File Manager this time. You can do it from the File Explorer, or you can do it from the media player itself. I don't care, but I just like to. All my music is stored into the File Explorer. Makes it, I'm just saying. So, go here, go to my downloads, and then just drag the files that you want it to burn. Oops, there we go. I'll fix this real quick. Hang on, give me just a second. This is a zip file, so basically you have to extract the let me go ahead and fix that real quick. So basically, let's go here. We want it to extract there we go. It should start copying the files. There we go, and now that should do it. Let's see. Drag the files, and look at that. I'm gonna make it a full-length disk because what the heck not. So let me go ahead and we'll hit the burn button here, and then as soon as you hit the start burn button, it's gonna automatically eject your disk from your drive. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hit start. And boom, you hear the disk eject, and then it's going to ask you to insert your blank disk. So let me go ahead and cancel this. We're going to clear everything out, and let me put my camera down. Pardon me, guys. I just got my sniffles, so pardon me, guys. Alright, the disk is going out. The current disk. It's in the case for safe storage. And now let's go ahead and get my empty disk, which I have a stack of them. These are 100 disks, blank disks that I have for Christmas, like a couple of years back. And they work so good. And you gotta make sure that there's a CDR, otherwise, DVD plus minus RW, R is up, and my computer just went to sleep. And, basically, when you, working on like a DVD, RW, DVD-R and such, it won't work. So, make sure they have it on the CDR. So, let me go ahead and put these discs, put the disc in. It's a blank disk, so you just slide this in. If you have a slot load drive, basically you just have to slide it in. if you have a tray design drive, basically you just slide the drawer out and then just put the disc, and you have to put it into until it locks in place. So this is the slot loader. So once you're ready to put the disc in, you just push it in, and you hear it locking the disc in place, and then it should start reading the disc. And my computer wants to fall asleep on me. So alright, so it should take a second to get my camera back in focus. It should take a second to recognize the disc. Any moment now, there we go. Boom. It recognizes that is an empty disc. So let's go ahead and put the stack the discs for now. Then move it around so you can see a little bit better. And then once I did that, now it's a matter of dragging the files that you want to burn. So let me go ahead and drag these files. I'm going to make it a full-length disc. Just, a little bit of experiment. Let's make a full-length disc. Just drag the songs, drag your files that you want to burn. I'm gonna make it a full-length disc. Because sometimes, it's because, if you don't know anything about optical drive, sometimes it has a bit of a hiccup, when you write. It's because, like a test burn, because what the heck not. So let's see. Oh, select all. I'm going to drag these files here. And I'm going to remove some of them. Bit of an experiment. Like a test burn on what you call it. If you guys don't know, burning discs is wasteful, but I just like to make sure some of my drive is working. But let's see. So this is for my experience, so I'm just saying, click disclaimer, but just make sure you know what you're doing. Just take your time when you mess around with just be careful when you mess around with your system files, otherwise it's going to crash your system. It's not going to work. And you have to reinstall. So just take your time, make sure you know what you're doing. So I'm just going to create these files. Let's do it at 18. Alright. Let's see, add the burn list. Alright, so 79 minutes and 51 seconds remaining on last disk. It's not a big deal. So let me go ahead and then once you got all the files that you wanted to burn, go ahead and once you're ready, and once you got all the files, once you got all of your stuff that you want to burn, come on here and click this button. That's a start burn. So let me go ahead and do that. So once you got all the files you want to burn, once you're ready, come over here and click the start burn button. Let me go ahead and hit the start burn, and then if you guys don't know why it gets this little pop-up, it's because some of the files because there's a problem with 104 files. It's because the file's too small, and it wouldn't detect the length and such. So let me go ahead and skip that. And I'm just gonna talk to the drive. Oh, let me clear that out. Let me make sure I got my keyboard plugged in. Nope, let me plug it in. I'm gonna show you a trick. If you wanted to to select all the files, you know, highlight all of them. Basically, this is an Apple keyboard from an Apple computer, but you know, this is one of my friends got me. So, Command, let's see, Control A. Oh, is it Alt A? Let me see. Hang on, let me try Control A. Yep, look. Alright, so okay, so now here is another thing. If you want to highlight all the files, basically, Windows Media Player does not have a button to select all the files. So basically, to fix it, you have to press Control and A at the same time. So Control A, and that highlights it. So let me go ahead and back this up a little bit. Actually, let me move this down so you can see what I'm saying. So move this keyboard around. So I'm going to show you how you highlight all the files. So basically, you just click the file you want and then come over here, hit Control and A at the same time. Oops. There we go. And then, now it's a matter of dragging the files you want. And then just click the burn button. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Pardon me, guys. It's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody. But, I mean, it's after July, but, you know, still shooting some fireworks out there, but it's not a big deal. So you might hear some. So anyways, once you get the files you want, go ahead and hit the start burn button. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, let me. When you get this error message, don't panic. Sometimes it helps when you just does that sometimes, you know, checks the files and such. But you know, I mean, just have to keep pressing it until you get burning 0% completed. So there we go. All right. So now, when you hear that drive ramp up the speed, then you can tell that it's ready to start writing the disk. So basically, I'm going to show you how it does it right to the disk. So basically, it has to check all your stuff. It goes into like a burn sequence. Once you hit the start burn button, the drive is going to talk and communicate. And then, once it checks the files, it's going to start preparing all the files, like you kind of, and it's going to prepare every single file, and then after that, it will say write into disk, and then once after that, the drive will start. Your Windows Media Player will start communicating to your disk drive. So the disk hasn't written just yet. So if you guys don't know why the drive is stopped, all right. So basically, what it's gonna do is it's gonna prepare all the files, and then once all the files are prepared, the disk will start to be written. It will say write to disk, and right now you have 33% completed. It also shows you down there too what the status. All right. And now here's the thing. If you want to go into your burn status, here's some things that you can do. You can click here, or you can click there. Show you what what the burn status look like. The burning progress will take up. Actually, I accidentally opened up the Microsoft Edge. Let me close that. You know that burning running right into the disk takes some time. So, you just have to, just don't shut down your computer, don't mess around with anything, just, leave it well enough alone. If you don't know, the air just kicked on. If you don't know what you're doing, just, leave it well enough alone, don't turn it off, don't mess with the drive or whatever, you just have to leave it well enough alone and, I have knowledge of technology, so I know what I'm doing, so, just be very careful here. Let me get this real quick. Because, I got the sound turned off to help avoiding copyright infringements on my YouTube channel, so alright. Burning 85% completed. Let's get in there. I mean, it has to check all files to making sure, so, basically, it has to go through everything, and then once all the files are ready, it will start right into the disk. Alright, we'll be quiet so you listen to the drive fire up here. I don't think it's going to handle that. Nope. Alright, listen. Right into disk. Hear it? Alright. Right into the disk, baby. Alright. And then it's going to start right into the disk. It's very quiet. Like it's so quiet. It's a very quiet computer. He can barely it's a very quiet computer. It's a very quiet computer. So you can't tell It's a very quiet. It's an extremely quiet computer. Oh, it just went into sleep. It's a very quiet computer. And it's very hard to tell whatever if it's writing to the disk or not, but just by the noise level and such. All right. 99% completed. It just does that sometimes. Keep that in mind. It's just the cat talking, so. Yep. Now, here is another thing. If your screen in your computer ever goes off, just touch anywhere on your mouse cursor. Just touch Just push the button and move the mouse, just because you don't want the sorry, yeah, no, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we will. Sorry, you're fine, Daddy. You can go on ahead. Right. I have it on maximum power saving mode, so that's why the screen turns off so fast up to 1 minute later. So if you guys don't know, yep, 99% complete. It always does that sometimes, so don't ask me in the comments why it's stuck at 99. It's just how the way it works. Crack the noise you can hear in the background. That's just a hard drive, you know, transferring, copying all the stuff into my disk. Oh. It's just getting some break time. You guys don't know why he does that, so. Apologize for all the background noise. That's my dad and my mom in Petula talking. Alright. And then once all the files has to be written, it's going to finalize our disk. I'm just making the video to show how you can make some CDs.
You fixed them.
Yep.
Look, Daddy.
Sorry, y'all. I was drinking myself some lemonade, so excuse that.
You are amazing.
Alright.
Alright, don't forget we have to get up early in the morning, okay?
Yep. Alright. It's finalizing our disk. And there you guys go. Alright, guys. That's how you make a CD with Windows Media Player. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Thanks a lot, and catch you back later on. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.